What's good, everybody? Gigi Millhouse here, back at it again with this part 2. It's a follow-up from how to draw better on Photoshop or any digital application. And right now, I'm going to be masking my character, best boy in the world, Deku here. If anyone agrees, please comment down below. Right now, I'm going to use a magic wand tool, select this, and I first need to invert this selection. By inverting the selection, I hit Shift-Control-I to select my marching ants, and then I would either go to select, modify, and contract by 2. 2 is always like the nice number that I like to use. Pushes them in very nice and even. I make a new layer. I will fill that layer and lighten it, and I change the background just so I can see the outline even more, just to get like a good scope of the silhouette. And at this point, we already have our mask laid out. Time to pick a skin tone for our beautiful baby boy. So I like to name all my layers, especially for this, so you just don't ever get mixed up and confused for like other layers. I feel like this is something that everyone should be doing, but I've been also guilty for breaking those rules too. Sometimes you just get way too excited and you just have to get something out of your system, and you don't name your layers. But if you name your layers, it saves you a whole lot of world of trouble and heartache. So I got myself a solid brush, and this is the one way I like to do accurate masking for my colors. Not but for my colors, but for my like sections here. It's a little tedious, yes, but I find it really enjoyable because it's like coloring in a coloring book, and I'm just trying to stay in between the lines. Don't judge me. I feel like everyone else does this too. Just color it in manually. But I like to make it as clean and precise as possible, because when it comes from moving on to the next step, like throwing in some shadows and some colors and stuff, having these layers selected by their color and stuff like that, like skin, clothes, hair, stuff like that, having all those flats on their own individual layer and also like really neat and precise, you're able to shade in certain areas or color in certain areas that you don't want to affect, like seeping into like other areas. Like for example, if I'm going to be like adding some type of tone to the skin layer, right? Like it's a bright shiny day and he's like casting some shadow on his face, like it's coming from the top down, and I want to make sure that like I can get all those shadows down. So it would be kind of a pain in the ass if I had to erase certain areas, because like my shadow colors are mixing in with the parts of his clothes or parts of his hair, stuff that I don't want like that color to touch or have like a certain gradient to touch. That's why we want to keep it nice and neat. And trust me, if you do it this way, you will see that having your own flats separated on different colors, or your different colors separated from different layers, um, they help in the long run. Because let's say if you need to make a quick color change later on, you can just select that one layer and hue shift it or color balance it, and just only affect that layer and that layer only, which will be his skin or his hair or whatever. So this is one of the reasons why I'll say that you should probably keep your layers separated, have them all named, and be as precise as possible. No gaps, none of that stuff. I feel like for a lot of stuff, there's a lot of room for error, and no one's gonna see it because it's gonna be like really small. Like if you zoomed in, maybe you miss a little spot here and there, but in the long grand scheme of things, no one's gonna see it unless they zoom in, and I don't think anyone will like really get on your head about it. It's more of like a OCD thing at this point. And at this point, we're just gonna speed it up just a little bit so you guys don't have to watch paint dry, because I know how boring that could be, just watching someone just do this really slowly. But I have a lot of things to say and I just want to get it out. So just speeding it all up here. And you can see I get to a certain point where I don't want to color everything manually anymore. I just want to get done with it. I just want to like just speed it up. So right now I'm going to take the magic wand tool. I'm going to select the areas in between the colors I left out. I have all my spots here like covered. So you can see like I have like his skin layer around his like mouth, you know, like the little color. So I'm going to hit the magic wand, select that inside area. I'm going to go to select, modify, and I'm going to expand the selection so I can just fill it in without leaving any gaps or marks that where it just shows that, oh, these pixels haven't been like colored in properly. So I really stress that out. If you're trying just to fill it in quickly, go to select, modify, expand, and I'm gonna expand it by 2 because 2 is always that nice magic number. I'm gonna hit Shift F5 for the fill, and bam. And you can do this for everything else as well. Like if I'm just gonna go straight to the hair or whatever, you can just do the same thing there, just to like speed it up and keep it nice and clean. Also, don't forget to clip your layers together with your masking layer. You hold Alt in between, you can just click them to the layer and they just stick onto the masking layer. So with that, like if any other colors seep out, it won't show. And then also like just to keep it like on that layer, on that said masking layer, so nothing gets moved out of place or anything like that. So less room for error in that case. So I'm picking a nice color, nice green color for Deku's hair, and I'm going to speed it up once more to just show you guys how you guys can just go on through this. Alright, picking up the speed, and right now since we got our skin layer on, we can be as messy as we want. So this is another way you can do this. You can be that chaotic kid and just scribble all over all over the place with your color here, and I'm just being messy, wild, and I'm just coloring outside the lines. I don't care at this point because I already have the cleanest skin layer ever, but I don't have anything on the eyes, so I'm making sure that I don't paint over in the eye section here, and this is why. So after I will just get all this done and make sure there's no jagged lines or stuff like that, I'm just do the same thing again, magic wand, expand it, and fill it. And I can select my skin layer to delete the excess, and also select the masking layer to delete all of the stuff in the background as well. Because when it comes down to shading or coloring the hair or whatever, just adding extra tones to the hair, I like to make my brushes like really big whenever I want to like cover such a wide surface area. So that extra bit on the hair could actually be a problem, so I like to just make it nice and neat, fit within the mask, so I am not just like wasting my time with accidentally coloring from the outside. So like if I took off my masking layer, or if I took it off the masking layer, it wouldn't be like so messy. And from this point, it's basically rinse and repeat. Just be as neat as possible, clean as possible. And since you already have your other layers down and named properly, so you can like select them and delete whatever excess amount of lines you just kind of like went overboard with, you can clean them up that way. So just rinse and repeat, and it's very fun. I feel like doing this way, like the flats and stuff, is like there takes no thinking power whatsoever. It's just follow a few steps and wham bam, thank you ma'am, it's damn near done. And all you gotta do is render it the way you want to render it. If you want to paint over it, you can paint over it, or if you want to do some shell shading, it makes it so much easier that all your layers are separated this way and they're nice, neat, and clean. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this has helped you in some type of way. If it has, please leave a comment down below and let me know if you guys are interested in more tips like this in the near future. I'm trying to come up with some more stuff that can help beginners when it comes to using Photoshop. I've been using Photoshop for about 3 years consistently, and there's a lot of crazy trickery and bullshit that I have learned in Photoshop that can really make your illustrations and drawings look so much better. So if you guys are interested in that, give this video a like, and also comment down below on your thoughts and suggestions, critique, if you will. And if you guys are also interested in this illustration, you think it's really, really good, I also made a sticker out of it. I have it on my Etsy store. I make stickers and stuff like that. If you guys are always interested in purchasing any of these, you guys will be helping this channel and actually putting food on my plate and helping me pay off my college debt. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. You guys have a goodie. I'll see you guys on the next video. Deuces.